Introducing the all-new Corolla.
In the wake of positive drug tests for marijuana and methamphetamine, or ICE, from 2 inmates at one of DOC's most secured units, DOC officials are now trying to put a stop to any drug use and contraband in prison. The positive drug tests came after 2 inmates got into a scuffle at the maximum security section. Convicted murderer Frank Pangilinan is accused of stabbing Eugene Lane, who's doing time for robbery. First, we try to find out why the 2, with contrasting charges, are housed in the same unit. Why were they in the same housing unit? I understand Pangilinan is in there for murder, whereas Lane is in there for robbery.
Well, you know, it's a special housing unit, and it's designed for not just only the maximum security unit, but it's designed for inmates with disciplinary problems. Special housing unit is a controlled unit, okay? If the inmate has a behavioral problem, that's where we're going to send them.
Where are they being kept now?
They're in the same unit, in a controlled unit, different wings.
3 days have passed since the stabbing occurred, and still no arrests have been made. Lemos says the investigation is taking a while to complete because the inmates are not being cooperative. Guam Police Department was sent to investigate, but Lemos says DOC declined their assistance.
Yesterday, about 1,700 hours, GPD sent a unit up here. But communication was being met with the chief of police as well as the director of corrections, and an understanding came out that DOC will go ahead and take lead in the investigation part.
It's been about 3 days since the incident. Why hasn't any arrests have been made yet?
Well, you know, my division is currently working on a separate investigation. That's because it's an internal investigation. The criminal is being handled by the officers up at a different section up at the adult correctional facility. From what I gathered as of this time is that the stories are not collaborating at this point. Investigators need more time. Again, when you start to investigate inmates, they fall into a code of silence.
Meanwhile, Lemos says drug testing continues. All 41 inmates in the special housing section will be tested for drug use. So far, 15 have been tested, and so far all are negative. Is there a drug problem at DOC?
Is there a drug problem? You know, like everywhere in the United States and in all prisons, you know, they'll try to make its way in, okay? In all the prisons, contraband will make its way into a prison. Now, if you're asking me, could it be prevented? Sure, and that's my job. So my job is to make sure we can prevent that to come in, and that's what I'm doing.